What's up, No Stone Unturned? Y'all already know who I am. I'm Francheska Gwenadette, and I have a very special guest in the building with me today, Mr. Norman. Mr. Norman, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming.
Man, thank you for having me. Officially, my name is Redell Norman, born and raised here, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I'm so proud and honored to be a guest here at your show.
Thank you that you came. Glen Oaks, right?
Yeah, Glen Oaks. Graduated 2004.
Wonderful.
Yes,
I graduated in 2004 from Plaquemine High School.
That'll work. My
We
little
used
sister.
to beat y'all in football.
Correct. My little sister's from Plaquemine. My little sister definitely from Plaquemine. So big shout out Plaquemine.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I am so happy that you came, doing great things in the community activist. You also ran in District 5, is that correct?
Yeah, I ran for councilman for District 5 this previous election. Yes. It was a great experience. I want to say thank you to all of my supporters that voted for me. Anybody that gave a penny, gave $1, held a sign, wore a shirt, right? I just want to say thank you to all of those constituents and all of those people that supported me throughout that process. It was an amazing process, and I'm just blessed and honored to have that support system to be able to, go about doing something to that capability in that state, right?
That's right. What made you want to run for councilman, though? Or what made you even want to get into that field?
So I always was the person that was running my mouth, right? I always had a complaint about what wasn't right. So if you want to make change in your community, you must be the first one to do that. So I felt like I took it upon myself to be that change, right? That's one of the reasons I started my nonprofit back in 2016, to be that change, to be that catalyst in the community that can come in, right? And be that person that can put action behind words. And I always wanted to put action behind words, right? Because if you're just actionless, you don't have a voice, right? And so that's one of my main things, to stay busy, right? Be available to the community and be that person that can be consistent, right? Because we lack consistency in our community.
That's good. Well, let's talk about the nonprofit.
Oh, most definitely,
Dive
most definitely. So I started my nonprofit in 2016 after Alton Sterling was killed, unfortunately. A lot of the protests that came about, I helped organize a lot of the protests on Airline and Goodwood. So a lot of people used to call me Mr. Airline and Goodwood, right? I also, during that process, I never had any intentions of starting a nonprofit. I actually met my mentor on Airline and Goodwood.
Wow.
Right, so it's crazy how the world works. My mentor, Miss Diane Frenchco, affectionately known as Mama D, she's from New Orleans. Well, was from, bless her heart, she unfortunately passed away in 2018. But that was my mentor. She was the first woman ever elected to the NAACP presidency of New Orleans.
Wow.
Right, and she actually knew Martin Luther King.
What a great mentor.
Right, and it was just a blessing. It was God sent, right? God makes no mistakes. And throughout that process, having a mentor and somebody who actually took me under their wing and made me their protege, right? And so I had that base, and I come from good stock. I have to give my mom and my father, a shout out, for rearing a young man that could actually have the capability to do that, right? And instilling that strength within me. So, and also just coming across good people, in our lifetimes, we don't come across too many good people. So it was a blessing to have her in my life and for her to coach me up and, hand me the mantle, for the future.
That's it. Hearing you speak, I can tell that you're a man of faith. You talk about God, and I hear that there's a call for prayer coming in our community real quick. Let's tag on that.
Correct. So this Good Friday coming up, we're calling for a statewide prayer. We'll be at the steps of the state capitol at 10 a.m. and we're calling for a statewide prayer. It's non-denominational, so we don't care who you pray to, whoever your God is, we definitely respect it, appreciate it, and we would love to see your face in the place. 10 a.m. Good Friday on the state capitol steps, and we're calling for a statewide. So we're calling out Lake Charles, Lafayette, Hammond, New Orleans, Shreveport, Monroe. So we're calling all pastors, all clergy. We challenge you, right? And we want you to get involved with this cause, right? Because with everything that's going on now, young people are losing their lives. Young people are committing suicide, unfortunately. I would be remiss to not speak about Kyron Lacey
Please
today.
do.
I want to say, condolences to his family.
Yes.
We truly are sorry. And I want to put a call out to Black men in the city. Hear my cry. We must maintain our mental health and our and go get checked on. Talk to somebody, right? I know a lot of times it's taboo in our community to about mental health, but I definitely want to push that. If you're in this community and just any person in general, and you need those services, please reach out to me. Please. And I'll be that person. I'll go ahead and put my email out there, redell.norman225@gmail.com. Right? Send me an email, reach out to me. I'm available. My nonprofit is located on 11353 Greenwood Springs Road, Suite A5, right? If you need these services, I can get these services to you for free. So anybody that needs mental health services, please reach out. We can make that happen for you. We definitely will keep your privacy at a point of interest, right? And just reach out. Let's try to get some help to our individuals in the community, because it's very unfortunate what a lot of our young men go through without talking to people.
Yeah, why do you think that is such a taboo topic about, mental health, Black men, the stigma?
Right.
Why aren't we talking about that more?
Speaking personally, me as a Black man, it's not pushed in our community for us to have those checkups, right? It's basically mental maintenance, but we lack the wherewithal to go and do that because we're strong, right? We're strong Black men, right? And it's similar in my situation. I will speak for myself. It's kind of like a sign of weakness. When I was young, I felt that I was a weaker man if I had to go and talk to a therapist or I had to talk to somebody. And so I want to change that stigma, right?
Yes.
Because it's just mental maintenance, right? It's just something that you have to do, right? Just like you go and get your oil changed.
That's right.
Just like you go to get regular checkups, man. Your mind needs that maintenance as well. So I just want to push that to our young individuals as well as our older individuals, because suicide is real. And I want to definitely push that to the community. If you're feeling some type of way, please reach out. Don't wait till it's too late. We would hate situations that we're dealing with right now with that young man, because several people are affected by this.
That's right.
Several people are affected. Not only did he lose his life, a mother lost a son, a father lost a son, a brother lost a brother, right? And it's tragic, and we must fight for stuff like that not to go on in this city.
That's so true. The life of an activist, being that, being that voice, being that advocate for the community.
Yeah.
It's a weight, it is a weight. So you would have to have the heart for it, the passion,
Correct.
Get up every day and speak on behalf of impoverished people and uneducated. You speak on it.
Yeah, it's definitely a weight, but it's God will never give you anything you can't bear.
That's it.
I like to lean into my faith, and I like to lean into my passion, because this is my dream job, right? I never thought that helping the community would be something that I can turn tangibly into revenue, right? Who would ever think that a young man that's coming from a troubled background would be able to do something like that, right? And it's a testament that God is real, and it's a testament that if you follow your faith, if you follow your passion, He will make a way. Your talents will always make a way for you if you put Him first. And I just want young people to realize that when you're trying to find out what you want to do when you grow up, find out what you love. And if you find what you love, it'll never be worth a day in your life. Every day I get to get up and I get to follow my dream.
Yeah.
And I can't speak of too many people that can say that. Besides, athletes maybe, somebody that dreamed of shooting hoops their whole life, but
and made it.
Right, and made it, right? This is my dream job. Wow. And I just thank God. I thank my community, and I just thank my constituents, because they allow me to do this. Okay. I'm allowed to do this. This is not something that I'm just doing, right? This is what's needed in the community, and they're calling for it. And I just glad that they can trust me to be that catalyst to complete that task for them.
And we're thankful too. We're glad that you're doing this in the community, doing it for us, the people. And you're coming from the Antidote as well, right?
Correct,
Family,
man.
Come on.
So you can go back and kind of trace my history as well. You can. It's kind of like live stream. So a lot of people that ask, well, how about your journey? How'd you get there? You can actually go on YouTube and just put my name in, and you can kind of see the timeline, right? You can kind of see the timeline. When I first started with Antidote, camera work and interviews and just going about doing it, it built up that repertoire to where you can speak to people, right?
That's right.
I can talk to anybody. I can talk to clergy. I can go and talk to administrative persons. I can go downtown. I can speak to the mayor. I can speak to my local senators and Congress people. And so it opened you up. And so I'm so glad to see a Black woman that's also on that journey as well, because it can open so many doors for you.
That's right.
And just never quit, right? And always keep what's first, right? Keep the main thing, if that makes sense, right? And that's one thing that I always look to, especially, you know, with doing nonprofit work and, you know, even when I was here at the Antidote, keep the main thing, because always the main thing is getting the message to the people, right?
That's right.
Having a voice. And I got to give a big shout out to Joe, because he's always believed in me. He always gave me my platform. And so I have to always shout out the Antidote, because the Antidote is one of those people that believed in the dream when nobody else believed in the dream, right?
Know it.
You know, a lot of people, when I first turned my life around and started doing community work, they used to laugh, right? It was many days of ridicule. It was many days of, oh, he gonna go back to jail. Oh, he gonna go back to his old ways. Give him time. And, you know, I just used to always tell people, allow me to reintroduce myself.
That's good.
Right? Because the yesterday is not today. And you never know what someone that you come across could be if you believe in them. Right? Faith of a mustard seed, right? And I just want people to just realize that follow your dream, right? And it's gonna be hard. Because if I told you it was easy, I would be lying in your face, right? It's been blood, sweat, and tears. It's been situations to where it's always the possibility of losing everything, right, off a bad decision. And I just want young men and young women in the community to understand that you're one bad decision away from a place that you don't want to be. So just consistently making good decisions and just being a person that is dependable, reliable, right? Because with the Antidote, when I was working here, that's one of the main things that catapulted me, right? Reliability. I can trust you. You must be trustworthy, and that's one thing that I've learned, you know, especially in my adulthood, being a Black man. You must do what you say you're gonna do.
Your word is your bond.
Your word is your bond. And as a young Black man, I try to teach young Black men about that, right? Because if I can trust that you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do, I can do more for you. Because I know in my heart of hearts, you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do.
That's it. You're a man of your word.
You're a man of your word. Under promise and over deliver. And I try to preach that all the time to my, you know, my young individuals in the community, right? Under promise, over deliver.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a word. Mr. Norman, thank you so much for coming to No Stone Unturned.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any last words you would like to leave the people? Because you sure has blessed the segment today.
Appreciate that. One thing I can leave the city with, and the state as well, we need to come together.
Yeah.
The killing must stop. I'm calling for a ceasefire amongst the entire state as well as the country. We're living in tumultuous times. I feel as though we need to be the people and the persons to get ahead of this and grab the bull by the horns. And I'm calling for our young folks to stop killing each other. I'm calling for our older folks, let's stop killing each other.
Yeah.
I'm calling for everybody, let's make better decisions, right? Let's not get behind the wheel and drink and drive, right? Let's take care of our business when it comes to our children, right? We must be the people to make the change in the city. And I'm calling upon us, right? Anybody that's 25 and above, I'm calling on you because our young folks need us.
That's right.
And I need for you to make that commitment to the community. So that's my cry. And I hope that the community hears me. I hope that we can come together and work together, right? Because there's so many divisive things that are going on in the country right now.
That's right.
We need bridges. We need bridges. We need to build bridges with people, and we need to come together as a community. So that's my cry for the community, you know, heading out. I hate to get on that soapbox, but I think it's necessary and mandatory, right?
That's right. Definitely. Definitely. Thank you so much for coming to No Stone Unturned. Thank you for tap dancing back at the Antidote for us.
Most definitely.
We thank you so much for coming here, and you know you're welcome anytime.
Thank you so much for having me, and may your journey be as great as mine was here, and make sure that you just, you know, keep the main thing. And I wish you great success.
Thank you so much for joining us. No Stone Unturned, another great episode. Until next time, thank you so much for joining us. Peace and love. Bye-bye.